Brian Cobbs, new addition to Utah State, wide receiver core that had a lot of accolades last year. Guys, key components have left, but there's a lot of excitement about who's coming back and some of the new additions as well. You're part of that.
Yes, sir.
We saw some exciting things in the spring. How did you feel like you performed and kind of fit in with what the offense was asking of you to do?
Yeah, I feel like I fit in very well, honestly. The biggest thing, I guess, that I was kind of worried about but not really worried about was the playbook, because I feel like I get it. I have a general understanding of offenses, and I feel like I can pick things up pretty quickly. But being that this is such a unique offense, there's a lot of stuff that I wasn't really used to or comfortable. But I think within the first week, I kind of got those kinks out and everything, and I was ready to roll. And then we had the first scrimmage. I felt like I had a lot of success in that. When the ball came my way, I made plays. I started feeling comfortable. I kind of knew what Coach Tuck was going to call at certain times like that, knew how to get open, what the different quarterbacks wanted from me. So I feel like my transition has been really smooth. No complaints there.
What's the offseason been like for you since spring practices were done? I know there's a lot of emphasis in the weight room, but you're new to the system and trying to understand what the coaches want to implement besides what you just did in the spring. What's that offseason been like for you so far?
Yeah, I mean, they know the offseason is a grind and everything, and then when we start fall camp, we're going to be locked and loaded going 0 to 100. So I think we get a lot of time off towards the back half of the day, but in the beginning, so like in the morning we'll be running, so we'll have a team run at 8. That'll be every day besides Wednesday and the weekends, and then we'll come back. Skills will lift at 1:30. So we get pretty much all our stuff done in the beginning half of the day. But through those couple hours that we're here, it's 100% focused. Guys are grinding. And I think the biggest thing that I saw throughout summer workouts that I really liked was that a lot of times Coach Paul Jackson didn't have to say anything. Like most of the time he'd just be controlling the tempo of our runs. But if guys were maybe feeling a little tired and stuff like that, a lot of the accountability and everything was coming from the team and coming from the players. So we were calling our own guys out, fixing it. Guys weren't complaining. They would just snap out of it and then get back to work. And then outside of that, we would have our player run practices. So basically working out all the different things in the offense, getting young guys caught up, and then just making sure that we're smooth as veterans when we come through, know what the plays are going to be, know our assignments and stuff like that. So I feel like in terms of the summer, like I said, we had a lot of downtime, but there was a lot of work being done for sure.
For you culturally, I mean, just this is a much different place geographically and a lot of other reasons, but how do you feel like you've kind of integrated into just the community and just kind of how things have gone with that transition and coming from a place like Maryland to a smaller place like Logan and Utah State?
Honestly, coming here, I didn't really know what to expect, but I think the biggest thing I realized right away was that a lot of things are just a lot slower. People are just kind of a lot more chill and everything like that, and I actually enjoy it because being on the East Coast, like everything just seems like rapid fire, like hectic a lot of the times. So coming back here, I feel like it's good when I get breaks and stuff and I can get to go back home, get a little bit of that high tempo stuff, but then come back and relax. And I feel like it's perfect for what I'm trying to do here on the football field and in school. So I'm able to focus a lot of the time. There's not a lot going on, so I can spend a lot more time with guys on the team. There's a lot more team bonding going on. So those are probably the biggest things that I realized since being here.
As we mentioned earlier, 3 wide receivers last year got 10 touchdowns each. I mean, that's kind of rare. That's crazy. So there's big shoes to fill, but there seems to be a lot of excitement about what's coming back, guys who are developing, and in you and some of the other newcomers. But Coach Anderson said that he feels like there's more, and even Coach Tucker, when I talked to him earlier, they feel like there's more depth this year in the wide receiver room. So what do you see among the other wide receivers that are in that group and what this offense kind of calls for as you're kind of surveying what that looks like? I
think depth for one is definitely something I've noticed, and probably some of the most depth that I've probably been a part of on a football team. But I think the biggest thing is really just the versatility that a lot of guys have. Even taller guys like me and Justin McGriff, like we can end up possibly playing in the slot on certain plays, and we know we're good route runners, so we can get in and out of our breaks, and then vice versa. Some of the little guys we got can jump up and get the ball just like DT did last year. So whether we're on the inside or outside, I don't really think it matters. I think guys are going to be making plays all over the field. And then definitely our room has a lot of speed and strength. So whether we're catching the ball across the middle, you're going to see a lot of broken tackles, and then a lot of explosive plays for sure.
How do you see your role specifically being utilized and kind of your skill set and what you bring to that group of wide receivers?
I think definitely leadership stands out first because obviously there's a lot of talent, but without leadership, talent's not going to get you anywhere. So definitely being the veteran that I am, just kind of keeping guys on their toes, keeping guys focused throughout practices, carrying it over in the games, and then just like when the ball comes my way, really just leading by example, trying to catch everything, make big plays, and just really be the spark that the offense needs. So I think those are probably the keys that I'm going to focus on, and I think those will prove us to be make us have a lot of success for sure. So.
Are there things specifically that you're looking forward to doing as camp starts to get going now in the fall? There's pretty much the full complement of players now, and whether it's understanding the system better or something personal that you're trying to accomplish, but as you're getting into the start of fall camp, are there things specifically for you that you're looking forward to accomplish early on?
The biggest goal in mind is definitely Mountain West Championship. Coming into a team that's won the championship the previous year, I haven't been a part of that. So definitely that's number one on my list. And then I feel like I have some personal accolades that I kind of want to achieve, but those are just kind of in the back of my mind right now. I know that if I go out, production is the biggest thing in my mind that I think if I can bring that to the table, it'll help the team to be successful. And at the end of the day, everything else will take care of itself. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Well, best of luck. We're excited. This time of the year is always exciting. Everybody's undefeated, but really excited to see how kind of you integrate with this system and your talent and skill level with some of the other guys that are here too. So excited, and wish you the best of luck.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you.